Well, while we wait for Joseph, I will go over the recap for you guys. So, last time on Jaryn Guar, both the name of the campaign, the name of the city, and sometimes the name of the desert when I accidentally call the desert Jaryn Guar, which is not true. That is a fictitious statement. But last time, you guys are delving deep into the ruins of an ancient civilization who basically had this large cavernous sort of, you don't really know what it is yet, whether it's a living complex or what the purpose of this place was, but it seems that people used to live here underground away from the sun's heat. Due to disease or something happening, they either have moved or died. You have not found a bunch of bodies, you haven't exactly explored the entire area, but as far as you can tell so far, this place seems to be fairly, I want to say, like, for lack of a better word, like normal. There's not like, there hasn't been like traps everywhere, there hasn't been monsters everywhere. However, you did find that this underground complex is connected by a sort of natural hole that is opened in it. In one of the caverns, it is connected to the Underdark. You may or may not know much about the Underdark. I know that, Brock, are you taking a picture of me right now? What are you doing?
I'm taking a picture of the picture of you that somebody posted in your Discord chat, and I'm putting a filter on it.
Okay, fair enough.
No! Yes!
Oh my god, it's Joseph, hello.
Joseph alert.
Oh my
no.
god.
Are you
It has
okay?
been done.
Cats in my house, and they all want to sit in the same room, and one of them that does not live in that room decides to bully my cat.
I'm sorry that they
Not
love
for
you.
real.
No, it's okay, because my cat does not care. Winnie is a champion hero, but then the problem is, like, removing the Suki, the bully cat, involves, like, she tries to hide from her in her own room, and so then I have to be like, get the fuck out of here, you goober.
You goober.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
you
kind
are
of goober situation.
you are here just in time. I was just talking about the recap, so you have not missed much.
Also, my homestay is underwater.
Again?
Vermont, fricked Vermont.
That's fucked
The
up.
whole Vermont?
Mm-hmm.
Have
You
you
never hear
tried?
about news these days.
It's true. Have you tried digging it out?
No, they're working on a really big bowl of rice, actually.
Oh, okay, that's good. I've heard that paper towels are more effective than rice, but I don't really know if that's true.
Really?
Or not. I feel like that. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. I think that's coming from Big Towel.
I was just about to mention Big Towel.
Big Towel. I wouldn't trust it
The
personally.
lobbying is crazy, bro.
Absolutely. So, last time, I will restart this a little bit for Joseph. Last time, you were underground working for the company, which is the people giving you money to do things in the desert. Right now, they have you underground clearing out a complex that belonged to a once, maybe thriving, maybe it sucked, you don't really know, civilization, that had basically carved a small sort of system of tunnels and rooms underground to get away from the sun, or maybe to get closer to the sun. You don't know. It would be a bad way to get closer to the sun, but I don't want to judge
Or maybe
them.
it will work eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it'll work eventually. Maybe they're doing they're trying to get to the opposite side of the Earth. Anyway, you while down there, you found specifically Vidro found a squidling, this sort of small, emaciated creature scuttling through the dark. He tried to trap it inside of a box of rations. However, unable to lock the beast away for good on his own, Vidro employed the help of his two companions to put an end to this creature. The party tried desperately to communicate with this creature to show signs of compassion. However, Rahim made the move of allowing it to crawl onto his body and then onto his head, where it tried to suckle his brains right out of him. Which
But it didn't work.
It did not work. After a very brief struggle, the squidling was destroyed by Vidro via staff.
He had it coming.
After that, you found a long tunnel as well as a book that allows you to see secret doors that it has visited before. AKA once you can basically bring it somewhere. It will basically assess the area, and then the next time you're in that area, it will be able to show you all the hidden doors that were there that you may have missed. You use that to be able to find a secret door in one of the tunnels. The party made their way through these tunnels until they found a gaping hole at the end of a hallway, as well as hearing voices out in the darkness. Looking closer at the hole, you discovered that it had sort of a makeshift grappling hook, kind of like set into the stone, and it went off into this deep cavernous pit. You then met with these, I believe it was three. Yes, it was three, and they have a prisoner in a cage. These three grayish dwarves that live underground, they refer to themselves as the Duragar, and they are here for a quote-unquote profitable opportunity. However, when they got here, they also came upon the squidlings, and their fourth brother was unfortunately slain by these little critters. Getting back to the main room, you met up with the other orcs, led by Rangok, this sort of big hulking behemoth of a man. They lost one of their number to the squidlings. However, they also piled several squidling corpses into the room, showing that it seems that orcish might is stronger than squidling might. So sorry for any what the fuck is the game called? I was gonna make a joke. Splatoon fans. Don the I'll fucking kill you, Holly. Hold on, I have to grab a cloak. Hold on.
Damn.
Hold on.
While he grabs a cloak, I'd like to enter this image of, first of all, what I think might be the goofiest looking capital city in the country, made even goofier by flooding.
Oh no.
Wow. This guy
It makes everything goofier.
Mm-hmm.
This is anti-Vermont propaganda. That's the problem.
Oh my god.
That I took a propaganda of there when I took my license exam there.
Oh shit,
That's
really?
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brock, you should go to Vermont. They have this great bike race every year, and I think
The
you
naked
really
one.
like it. Yeah.
Naked bikes? I've been missing out on naked bike races my whole life.
Also,
They go.
It's true.
isn't this
naked.
the fakest looking capital city you've ever seen? That's the
Where
capital.
the fuck did you put it? Is it
In the voice chat messages.
voice chat messages? Hang on.
It looks almost AI generated. It looks like somebody
wow,
typed
yeah.
in flooded Vermont capital into
Yeah, it
AI
looks so
generation.
good.
Ben and
I
Jerry's
also
has
like that-
fallen.
Sorry, I just started.
Juice is
Um,
the last bastion of Vermontism.
Outside of
Yeah.
Vermont, however, is
Jaryn Guar.
Jaryn Guar, which again you're not in. You're in the desert, which the Jaryn Guar is in, but the desert is not Jaryn Guar, but Jaryn Guar is the desert. It's one of those. You know, rectangle is a square and whatnot.
Shut up!
I'm sorry. That was pretty much the recap. However, you spoke very briefly to Edgar Snorse, your boss, talking about a potential business opportunity with these underground dwelling folks, and I believe we ended session with you guys. I think it was right after you had talked to Edgar Snorse. You were outside of the pit, and I believe you kind of have some options here. You know that the Iron Fist Brigade has gone, or the Green Fist Brigade, I apologize, has gone through the other section of the rooms and has cleared out most of the squidlings that they found, making that area relatively safer if you wanted to go in and do any more cleanup. you could definitely do that. You are not contractually obligated to go back in. You did your half of the deal of making sure that that area was safe. However, as per your deal with the company, the more relics you find while you're down there, the more you get paid. You could either do other jobs for the company. Edgar Snorse is currently unavailable. You see him, I think it's probably getting later in the day now. It's probably around like 5 or 6. The sun is setting low over the dunes of of the Ruby Desert. And you can kind of see the shadow of Edgar Snorse through his tent, gesticulating wildly as he's talking to one of these Duragar gentlemen. They seemed, despite losing one of their brothers, in pretty high spirits. When they clambered out of the ground, they left some of their number behind. I believe 2 of them. One of them, that's right, there were 4 still living because one of them is a child. So 2 of them have gone up. I believe it was Lid, who had one arm, stayed behind to make sure that him and the kid could keep an eye on their prisoner. You could go talk to them, or what? I don't know. What would you guys like to do? We kind of open, I think, in media res here with the 3 of you standing in the center of the camp. The day is not necessarily too late to still get things done, but what would you guys like to do?
Isn't there a tunnel that like allegedly goes to the Underdark in there?
You did see a tunnel that the Duragar had come up from that does in fact lead into the Underdark. You don't know much about the Underdark, Rahim. I think you would probably know the least of it out of this group of people. You may have heard whispers of the Underdark being this place of, exactly as described, immense tunnels of
under and dark.
Yeah, it's under and dark. No, these long, sprawling tunnels that go under basically like every, I think it's like every continent. I think it's like just all underground. It's this massive, massive space of tunnels that zig and zag all the way. There's a whole civilization down there. However, you have not heard much of them. I would say, without having to roll anything, like basic knowledge, the Underdark does not typically get along with the folks from the Overground, but that usually has to do with like either territory disputes or like Drow being weird and religious, as they often like to be.
Wow, you think being religious is weird?
When it's to the spider god, yes.
If they're the Underdark to us, what are we to them? Are we the Overground?
I don't know what they call it in the official D&D canon, but in my head they call you the Overfolk.
Overfolk?
Yeah, because
it's
you're
so
over.
Folksy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. I'm over. I'm folk.
You're over and you're folk.
I'm woke.
See, I think that we should make like an old person at the beach and just like scan up on all the walls that the orc fellas went through. And just like rub against it for secret walls. And also we have a key that goes to somewhere. We have a key.
That's true. You do have a key. I forgot to mention. I believe Gozzler has it.
Along with his contraband.
Yeah.
My ring of jump.
Jump ring.
Jump ring. Yes, and I believe you attuned to it, correct?
I think
did you just identify it?
I identified it. I did not attune to it. I
got you.
I might offer it to Rahim.
Well,
you're muted.
Laney, your mic is muted. Yeah.
Shablam.
Shablamo.
Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, and Laney died because...
It's true. Not Rahim. Laney. Laney died.
Yeah. Rahim is in the real world now, and Laney is dead.
Yeah, here's my opinion. I'd love to jump. That's all.
It's a good opinion to have.
It's
I think I can do it. Jump.
I think out of the 3 of us, Rahim's the most jumper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big jumper. Everyone's always talking about it.
Yeah, I think after a little look at it, and because it was like the last thing I did last time, I think after identifying this fella, Gozzler would definitely give that steez over to Rahim.
Okay.
What would I use it for?
Jump.
When on earth would I need to jump?
If you needed to get to a place that was high up and you were low down.
I mean, I guess that's not happened yet, but I like where your head is at. You're always prepared. I like that.
What if they
don't
have
think we? Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, what if they have artifacts that are on a very high shelf that I can't reach?
Oh, what? You don't think I'm tall enough? I'm already tall. I'm tall. You know that.
Well, if you don't think you're going to need it, we can always give it to Mr.
No,
Snow.
I like it. It looks good. I'll keep it. Thank you. Great idea.
Just saying.
All right. So where are we off to next, boys? Folks, fellas?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I think we're going to go down and check out where the orcs were with our magic book. Gozzler, you still have it, right? You've got the book, Gozzler. Yeah.
Oh, I have the book. I have the book, and I can. It works. It works good.
Yeah, it did. It worked good the last time. It's gonna work good this time. Actually, I'm gonna bring a crate. I think I'm gonna go grab a crate in case we find other things that I would like to put in a crate. So I'm gonna go ask real quick if I can go get a crate.
Hi.
Can I grab a crate?
Yeah, it doesn't take you too much hassle to get a crate. There's like a person that kind of like mans all of the like crates and random storage vessel. He's the storage lord, they call him. He has a little badge that's just like a box that's like imprinted on an insignia. This little wiry gentleman, probably like 80 years old. He's like only 4 or 5, but looks human. Just like is a short old man. You want one of my crates, eh? What are you willing to trade for my crates?
I mean, that's a good question.
I'm joking. You can have a crate.
Oh!
Yes. No, it's fine. It's just a crate. He walks over.
I was about to get upset, but now I feel fine.
You do have a fiery temper. However,
that's not true.
Oh, okay, I just met you. I'm not gonna make assertions about who you are. I was poking fun. This has been weird. Would you like a small, medium, or large?
Large.
He
supersize me.
Drags over a teal teak wood crate and like pops the lid with a crowbar and looks inside and kind of rummages and pulls out what seems to be like a silver vase and kind of just like hucks it into another crate and then very gingerly puts the top of the crate back on and kind of slides it over to you. Be careful, these are handmade.
I love them. You know what? This is what my legs are made of. I'll meet you back, show you whatever I got later. Crates? No, the wood. The wood? I pull up my pant leg a little bit.
Oh, you have wooden legs.
Yes, I do. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye.
Okay, goodbye. Weird guy. You walk off with your crate, and it's a little tricky. How are you gonna get it down into the underground without smashing it to bits? Because it's like a 10-15 foot drop.
Oh, rats. Could I use my jump? Jump down?
What if we attuned the ring to the crate and let the crate jump down?
The crate can jump.
Great.
Unfortunately, the crate was once living, is now dead, for it is wood.
Fuck. Okay.
That's so sad.
It's true. That's life, man.
Typical.
I know.
Yeah.
It once had a soul and a spirit, and now it is
an object.
Wood. Yeah. Crazy how that works.
I guess what I will do is Well, it'll fit down there, right? Like, I just have to be careful how I put it down?
Yeah, it'll definitely fit. The hole leading down is like a 20-foot wide hole. Like they made a fairly big opening so that they can get like different stuff in and out.
Accommodating.
Accommodating.
Gozzler, Vidro, I want you guys to help me put this crate down there.
I think that could be done.
You could be the shortest one, and Vidro will be the taller one. No offense.
How badly do you need it down?
I don't know. I guess I just want to put things in here in case so that we don't have to worry about going back and forth so much, so that we can just bring it all at once and then have them rummage around.
How much does the crate weigh?
10 to 15 pounds.
That's an awful lot of pounds.
Maybe it's 3. You won't know till you touch it. Or hold it. Please!
Tied a rope to it and slowly lowered it down. Like,
God damn it! Alright, I do that.
My mage hand can carry 10 pounds, so I can at least support it that much and make it gracefully land.
Alright, down to clown. I'm putting it down.
So you're wrapping a rope around it and just like descending it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very carefully.
It's really not heavy. I guess the only thing that would need to be checked is make a survival check for your knot.
Fine, I will. But not because you told me to, but because I already was going to do that.
You were going to make a survival check already?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Damn, that's crazy. You're tuned into the campaign more than I am.
Alrighty. When I roll it, this is the number that I get.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
I can't see
10.
it. 10. Yeah, good enough. It's a crate.
thank God.
You successfully you lower the crate into the vast chamber below. You watch as dust sails out in all directions as it lands. You see a couple of green faces poke out from down below and kind of look up at you inquisitively, and then see that it's you and kind of wave and like go back down.
Whew, okay, I'm coming down.
Okay. You descend down in. I'm guessing Gozzler and Vidro follow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I let Gozzler go first in case there's brain slugs waiting for us down there.
Fair enough. You make your way down, and you see in the room the Green Fist Brigade has now kind of stockpiled all of the goodies that they got in the other area. You see some vases. You see that they've even taken like some very, very old what look like just are rocks. And have placed them in some of the crates. They haven't gotten like a smorgasbord of items, but it looks like they were able to gather about a crate's worth of random relics and artifacts from the other side of the complex that you have yet to go off of. They have wrapped their dead partner, one of the individuals who's jumped by the squidlings. He has now been wrapped in linens. And Rangok turns to you all. Oh, I didn't think that you were coming back down. You want to check out the other rooms? We're they're pretty clean from what we gather. And he points to, there's now a heap of there's gotta be at least 10 squidlings, just like kind of stacked in like a little mound in the corner of the room. I don't know if we got all of them, but we got a pretty sizable amount.
I hold up my little book.
That is a book.
Is it a book? Or is it a map? Or sort of a key?
It's a book. It's a key to knowledge, but it is a book.
And however, as all books are metaphorically a key to knowledge, this book is more directly a key that, so you ever see something and think, I'm suspicious of this fella.
All right, yeah. He takes a large green hand and pats you on the head, like doesn't really understand what you're saying, but it just wants to be nice. All right. Well, good luck. If you need extra backup, we'll be up above. We're a bit what? He kind of like holds up his arms, and there are like small holes that have like been like bit out of his like his forearms. Yeah, they're not too bad, but those little buggers can bite. Let me tell you. He like turns, and there's like half of his ear has been like nibbled and kind of crunched on, not off. But he's smiling. He doesn't seem that put off by it.
Ooh, sorry that you had to deal with that.
Nah, it's part of the gig. Every scar is just a reason to up my cost.
Yeah, you know what?
We'll keep that in mind. We gotta put that in our contract for next time.
Oh yeah, no, if you get especially facial scars where they're not really hidden by clothing, if you're working in like mercenary or anything like that, oh, that sells.
You think I could pass this off as recent? Probably not.
He kind of looks your face over. No, I mean, those are pretty old, but I wouldn't mess with you, that's for sure. And he kind of punches you in the arm.
Yeah,
it hurts
I'm
a little
tough.
bit.
Ow, I'm very tough.
You're very tough. You're very tough.
Yeah, you better watch out for me.
I'm watching. Right. Whoa. He kind of looks around. There you are.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. Our friend is dead, so we're gonna go take care of him.
Yeah. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Oh no, it's all right. Honestly, orcish culture. This is kind of you die in battle and you're like set to go. So, you know, he's got. I don't know. I guess the best ending. I wouldn't want to get killed by brain suckers, to be completely honest. But I feel like it would be disrespectful to say that about him. He's right there.
And so you won't.
And so I won't, and I haven't said it.
Very good. Love it.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
All right, well, stay safe over there. If you need backup, come to this room and holler. I probably can't hear you further in. If the sun falls and you haven't come back up, I will send a small team to come make sure that you're not dead.
That's very appreciated. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You don't have to worry about us. We're extraordinary. We've already killed one of those guys already.
Yeah, actually, we did a very good job.
He was our friend for a moment.
I had no doubts of your abilities. That seemed a little defensive, I'm not gonna lie, but something tells me you're new to the trade, so that doesn't surprise me.
No, we're just confident.
Empirically speaking, we're very strong and very brave.
You're talking to the mercenaries who took down Flame with a Y, right?
I don't know who that is. I have no context.
Well, we'll see you later then.
Oh, see you later. Have fun. Happy digging.
Thank you.
He just kind of slings the linen wrapped individual over his shoulder and then just like climbs up the rope, hand over hand. And soon, the underground section here has been completely emptied of all life, save for the three of you and the what once was alive corpses of many squidlings.
Okay. Book time. Do you think there's any rooms they didn't clean out? I just want to find like one more interesting thing at least. You know?
I suspect that perhaps they were not looking very carefully.
Oh.
I seem to be under attack by quite a few of those squid creatures.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe they did a good job. I mean, that guy was really nice, so I think that could be a possibility. Is that there was a really good job done. All right, let's use the book. Let's look.
Take a look. It's in a book.
Yeah, basically.
Reading rainbows.
Ooh. I posit that one of us looks. Would one of you want the book?
I can take the book. Would that be the most helpful or the least helpful?
How good would you say you are as a noticer?
Let me think about it, like numerically speaking. Like, let me think about how well I perceive things. I would say like I'm above average, but by a small margin.
I would say that I'm quite proficient, and many of my shortcomings are made up for by the fact that I'm quite good at looking at things.
It's true. So shouldn't you hold the book, or?
Well, I was thinking that whoever held the book would see the things apparently, and then I would just look without the book to see if like they left something in like a drawer
Got
or a
it.
pile of sand or something like that.
Okay, I will look. Sorry if I smacked the mic. I will look with my book, and with the book. Sorry, and that's gonna be good. Also, our faces are gone, Devin.
No! Sorry, I'm like trapped in this fucking robe. I'm trying to take it off.
Oh no, my face! Ouch!
Your
Ouchie.
faces are back.
Put the robe
Also,
back on? No.
I'm taking the robe off if I can. It's the zipper
Yo!
stuck.
I would not do that to you.
What was I gonna say? Is my mic making a weird noise? Laney said that it was making an AC noise.
I think you're fine, actually.
I'm 85% certain that it was the fan behind me that I shut off a few minutes ago.
I'm
okay.
so sorry, Joseph.
I didn't even
mean
hear
call
it,
you
to
out
be
like
honest.
that.
It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been that. It couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah,
if
honestly,
didn't
I
hear it.
sometimes like my mic and my headphones are shit. So sometimes I'm just wrong.
Yeah, we'll think about that next time.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
free
something
now.
like that.
Okay, so, Rahim, you're taking the book.
Yes, I'm holding the book, and I hold
Alright.
it exactly like this.
Awesome. All right, you have a
With my
book in your
dainty
hands.
fingernails.
In your dainty fingernail. I assume that does Rahim have dainty fingers?
No,
I didn't think so.
they're like
You-
Legos, like thick, long Legos.
You firmly
Stumpy.
grasp your book, or I don't know. Maybe you hold it as light. Okay, apparently I can't put anything in front of you guys on the. If I'm looking to the left a lot, it's because everything else has to be on the left, or else it like covers you for some reason. So
That's
Yeah, we don't-
strange.
yeah, it's
No
very
friendly.
cool.
This guy just loves showing us the right side of his face.
So you have options. You can go check out this new area that you have yet to delve into.
Yes.
Again, this smattering of purple ichor, like just in boot steps on the way out from the orcs. Or you can go check in with the two remaining Duragar in the other area. I think those
Okay.
are the two ways that you kind of have.
I think Warpath.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Alright,
Okay.
okay, good.
Vidro, do you want to hold the book so that I can smack any brain suckers? It's okay if that's not the case, but I'm just letting you know that I don't want you to waste a spell slot.
As we go through, I think I'd rather have my out for the creatures. I mean, I understand if you're nervous about them as well.
I'm not nervous. I'm brave. You saw that one on my head earlier, right? That's bravery.
Hey, I look at Gozzler and under my breath I say, I'm worried it might have sucked the fear of them out of himself.
I mean, by some accounts, that could be a good thing.
Perhaps.
And stop whispering and dilly-dallying. We gotta go.
Alright, let's
You
get on it.
begin trekking your way into the dark. Now, before you go, I'm gonna do a good job. You need a light source.
Well,
Ooh.
Yeah, I've
I
got choices.
go and take a bullseye lantern out of my GE, out of my bang.
Oh, you take a bullseye lantern. That's interesting. Where did you build that yourself?
Devin,
Where'd you get? Where's the Grand Exchange here? We're not in Varrock. Yes.
I will use up a torch.
Okay. You light another torch. That's your second torch. Make sure that you're keeping track of those.
Yeah.
And the way ahead spills forth into flickering firelight as you begin to delve. By the way, the reason why you guys can't hear ambience, but the chat can, is because the bot that we have in chat no longer will play things.
What?
Yeah, it was like on July 10th we died. Sorry, or whatever.
Yeah, it happens to every music player. It's crazy.
Yeah,
That
they like
sucks.
get in trouble. It's super dumb.
It's always just one litigious like music label comes on and is like, actually,
yeah.
you are capable of playing Katy Perry on there.
And I love Katy Perry. She's ours and not yours.
Katy Perry will not stand for this.
She will not.
Katy Perry's gonna beat you up.
Walking down the hallways, you watch as I guess Rahim, are you in the front?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm leading the way. I got the book. Got book and torch. Like
Yeah,
this.
book and torch. You hold the book in front of you as a paladin would don his holy Bible, and you trek deeper and deeper in, you can see smatterings of gore along the walls from these little squiddling creatures where they have been either smashed or hacked into as they were going down the way. The entryway that you go into basically winds down this long sort of corridor that splits left and then right. There are no doors in it as you go until eventually you spill out into your first room. It's rather large. It's square in shape, not perfectly square like that one other room, more generically rectangular. In this room, you can see that there are a couple of what look to be fragments of smashed pots in the corner, as well as what might be an old bed frame. It's kind of hard to tell. It has like cloth and wood that is since splintered away. There are 2 doors. There's one open to the north, and there is a closed one to the east.
I want the closed one. What's in there? Also, when we use the book, am I seeing any entrances on the walls?
What's that?
And when I use the book, am I seeing any entrances on the walls?
You don't see any entrances. However, you do see what appears to be like almost like an ambient glow coming out from beneath the closed door.
Okay. That way, there's some glowing under the door, and it's also closed, which...
Actually,
something.
Vidro and Gozzler, you see it too. You also see this kind of faint, sort of, I want to say like violet-colored light emanating from under the door.
Violet is the universal signal for something ethereal and or magical emanating from that direction.
Hey, do you think it's something we need to be worried about?
No. However, I would like to look at this mysterious pile of cloth and wood that may have been a bed frame at some point first.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. That's kind of unusual. I mean, like, I've only destroyed my bed, like, once. It's kind of a rare thing.
Exactly.
But it's odd.
As I do want to investigate the bed frame.
Okay, yeah, roll investigation on bed frame.
This guy's investigating the bed frame.
I could help you with +0.
Do you have proficiency in it?
No.
Oh. In that case, 14.
14.
I have proficiency investigation. If you do want me to do the help action,
I'll take it. In that case,
I see Gozzler over on the bed, and I say, "I'll help you out with this." So
yeah, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Then I get a dirty 20.
All right. You are picking through the bed. You begin to lose hope that there's anything interesting here until you see Vidro take out a knife and kind of cut through some of what you think was once like the pillow casing or something. And you find inside, it's just like stuffed with like old straw, basically. That is basically turned to powder. But inside, you find that like stitched into the pillowcase is a small book.
See, this is why you can't just bring mercenaries into a culturally interesting place, because you never know which cultures do or do not have people who hide things in their pillowcases. I hate to call into question the professional practices of those beefy fellas who came through here. They were clearly distracted by squid fellows, but you have to do a diligent job.
But Gozzler, I actually have to give it to you this time. And I hand you the book from the pillowcase.
It seems to be bound in an indeterminate leather. It's fairly like a dark brown. And it's not like a super thick book. And it seems to be clasped, not like with a lock, just like it has like a little brass latch that keeps it closed.
What kind of brown is it?
Brown. What do you mean?
Does it look like quaint, or does it look like human?
Is it bound in flesh?
It is not bound,
That's
as
the
far
question
as
we
you
all
can
wanna
tell,
know.
it is not bound in human flesh. However, I don't think any of you are well versed enough in the drying and binding of human flesh to know for sure.
Yeah.
It could be human flesh.
Vidro
I'm
maybe,
not
but
sure.
we'll talk about it.
I'll take a little sneaky peek. I'll open the little latch and I'll see if there's any gossip, any ancient gossip.
What's
Nah.
Goss?
Yeah, what languages do you speak, Gozzler?
Gozzler is prepared to read is prepared to read in languages such as perhaps including and also including the and also in the Gnomish, Common, Infernal, and Primordial languages.
Okay. Going through it, you can almost read it. It seems to be a really old dialect of Common. Like some words like the and like certain words like bed are like the same, but there's large swaths of the text that is completely ineligible to you. It's kind of like if we were to try to read like the OG like Mother Goose stuff, and it's like in the original writing, like you could tell that it's like in English, but you wouldn't be able to really make it out. It's kind of the same vibe. This is
Gotcha.
it's very old, but it's not necessarily from like an ancient secret language. But you can't really make out much from the book. As far as you can tell, flipping through the pages, it's kind of like list formatted, like bulletin list, and it seems to maybe roll me investigation.
Okay.
Let's see what Gozzler's mind palace can glean from these
Oh,
words.
fuck yeah, 16.
16. It seems to be a diary of some kind. You can't find any juicy gossip in it. However, it does seem to kind of like start the same way and end the same way on every page. Where like you kind of infer it's like woke up at this time, went and did stuff, go bed at this time. It's more the stuff in the middle that is difficult to translate. But it seems to be like the day-to-day living of one of the people who were here.
This will go gingerly in the crate.
Yes, and let's make sure to put it at the top eventually. I love it. I love a good, quaint discovery, but probably might be time to go figure out what that stuff is.
Hi.
I hope it's
How you
not
doing?
terrible.
I hope it's not terrible. I hope we don't get sucked again, or at least me. Or I mean, all of us, but not me again, twice in one day.
That is true. The purple was really scary because it really reminds me of the purple of those things.
It does. Makes you think.
I hope we don't have to deal with whatever they had in that cage. That was really disturbing.
Yeah. But let's check it for traps. Maybe,
Sure,
just
yeah.
to be extra safe.
Yeah, roll that disgusting investigation.
You mind helping me, Gozzler?
Of course. I'll take the lower half. You take the upper half.
Got it.
That seems like a good division of labor between you two.
Okay, I'm so glad you helped me because I got a 1, which I'm gonna assume is Rahim.
Shit.
So stupid. And then
Rahim-
17.
Rahim walks to the door, and you have a moment where you're trying to think of where you would hide a trap on a door, and you kind of slip your fingers into the like the cracks between the hinges of the door, and as you do, Gozzler is like fiddling with the bottom and thinks he sees something and kind of goes to try to open it a little bit, and your fingers get pinched, and you like pull your hand back on instinctive reaction. Gozzler, there does not appear to be any traps as you help look through this.
Thank God.
Oh, the light awaits.
All right. Who
Okay.
wants to be the first person to open the door?
I can do it. I open the door.
You open the door, and as you do, it opens into a hallway that immediately forks off to the left, and kind of in this corner, there seems to be a hole in the ground, like a tunnel,
no.
and there is like smatterings of dirt and rock all around it, and there's like a thrumming glow coming from inside the hole. You would not be able to fit. Gozzler might be able to fit, but it's probably like maybe a 2 to 3 foot wide circumference around.
Are we
yes.
talking vertical or horizontal?
It kind of goes vertical a bit and then like goes off horizontally.
Very curious.
Also, think about how much archaeological discoveries could be at the bottom of that hole.
If you tie a rope to me, will you pull it?
Yeah, I will, but I don't like it.
Okay.
Vidro liked it.
It probably doesn't go that deep. Probably.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, we have an ad break coming here real fast. So I guess we will break real quick as Gozzler is prepared and tied to a rope to go into this glowing hole. Give us a minute. We'll be back in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
All right, hang on. I gotta go do a quick little task. A 1 minute.
Time.
Love task.
Let's go.
Oh. I swear to God, if I...
Chat, while we're gone, take bets on how likely it is that Gozzler will get eaten by some terrible creature. Went to go get a snack and it disappeared. Yeah, we took a very brief ad break so that people could use the West Room and whatnot.
I swear to gosh, if I get tied to a rope and then Gozzler like goes down the little hole and you guys just hear like a sound and then you guys pull on the rope and Gozzler's just not there, I'm gonna be so sad.
Oh god, it's just like the bloody like rope still in a circle.
What remains?
There's just like a tiny skeleton.
You get vashed and rotted.
It's what Gozzler would have wanted to be a skeleton.
Gozzler's always wanted to be a skeleton.
Oh, none of this would have happened if he'd prepared comprehend languages.
Damn, you're so right. There's a really important segment in that book that says, hey, by the way, don't go in the glowing hole. It's pretty bad. I tried to go in the glowing hole and then I died. I turned into a skeleton. And this is all that's left of me. My old journal. Arg.
Dear diary, why do we still have the hole that kills you?
Dear diary, why do we still have the death hole? I think it's a really bad idea. Yeah,
why do we still fund the death hole every year in the budget? Why?
I hate
why does it cost so much? You tie a length of rope that is, I believe, around 50 feet. Did you cut your rope, Rahim? I know that might have been in the other campaign that we're playing, where you cut your rope up.
I think that was the other campaign.
Okay, so you tie this 50-foot length of corded rope around Gozzler and cinch it tight. Gozzler, you are looking down the hole. Now, this hole is big enough for you to like worm through, but it would be like you can't really move your arms very much when you go in here. Like they will basically be trapped like at your sides.
Okay. I do have dark vision, so I don't need to worry about carrying a torch.
Okay.
God.
However, I will take note of the fact that hopefully I won't need any somatic components while I'm digging.
Oh God.
All right, you start shimmying in the hole.
Oh yeah, I'm shimmying.
All right. You watch as the purplish light disappears as Gozzler's rear end takes up the hole, and you watch his little feet kick as he begins to like kind of squirm his way in. It is a very tight fit even for Gozzler. However, he is able to kind of disappear inside. Gozzler, you are in a hole. Even if you did not have dark vision, this sort of thrumming light kind of gives you this ambient view. And ahead of you is a sort of shaft of tunnel that has been dug into the earth here, and it looks like basically it goes down where you crawled in and then curves into a straight line, and then it looks like it goes to the left. Like you can't see further down until you get up to the kind of turn.
Okay. I'm shimmying. I'm shimmy pilled.
All right. You Rahim, you kind of let more slack of the rope go further and further into the hole. The progress that you're making is not incredibly quick, Gozzler. Like, yes.
I stop.
Okay.
Let me make sure that I don't need my arms to do this.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna relax my face.
I can. Okay, yeah, I can. I'm gonna be laying down, and in front of my face, I'm gonna pop Arson into the world, and I'm gonna make him scoot through the tunnel in front of me.
Is he still a hawk?
He's still a hawk.
Or a falcon.
Yeah.
Beats his wings, super pissed off to be underground, and then kind of like stops and like turns at you and kind of gives you like a hard peck in the middle of your forehead. You see a little dribble of blood like come down before Arson the falcon turns and plods off, kind of like doing that awkward little bird hop as he walks down into the tunnel. You wait a beat. You wait another. Then you hear and you hear the flapping of wings and this screech, and you watch as Arson comes through the tunnel. It looks like fine, like Arson doesn't seem to have any damage, however seems to be very afraid and like running from something, and you actually can see the light is starting to get closer to you. Like it is starting to become brighter from down the shaft.
I'm gonna use my legs to pull twice on the rope.
I'm fucking.
Yeah. Why don't you roll me a athletics check, Rahim?
Got it. I'm on it. All right. Here we go. Oh, good. 21.
I leave it to Rahim because I feel like I would get in the way.
That's fair. What'd you get?
You're fair. 21.
21, yeah. You yank Gozzler until eventually you pull him up like a prized fish. He kind of dangles on the rope in front of you. He turns. There's just like a welt on his forehead, and you see Arson the Falcon kind of fly out and start like doing circles around the room as the light begins to get stronger.
I think we're about to make a discovery.
Oh, I thought you were a bird for a second. Okay. Well, should we prepare? I get my weapons ready. I'm like holding one in each hand. I put my torch somewhere where it won't go out. Lean it up against a wall or something.
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you guys roll for initiative?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, say no more, baby.
Say no more, baby.
I'm dangling from a rope. I got a 2.
Yeah. I have 15.
Vidro, what'd you get?
That fucking sucks.
I got a. Just double checking. That is not right. Sorry, my initiative was +4, but that is definitely not right. It's just Dex, right? Unless you
Yeah,
have,
it's just Dex.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just +2, so I have a 13.
Got you. Okay. So Vidro 13. Rahim, you said 15?
Yes, indeedy.
All right, 15 for Rahim, and then a 2 for Gozzler?
Oh, I got 2, yeah.
All right, and a 2 for Gozzler. All right, let's see what our friend gets.
Sorry I was late coming back. There was a moth absolutely fucking holding on to life in our sink. Like, I've never seen a moth want to live so bad. And he was upside down and his wings were wet. So I was trying to help him, but he wasn't helping me very much. And then I got him outside, and he immediately flipped back onto his back.
Rahim, you're up first. You cannot see the thing yet.
I think, can I prepare an action to bonk it on the head when it appears?
Yeah, you hold an attack.
Right.
Vidro.
I am going to bonus action. I grab my quarterstaff, and with a flick of my wrist is immediately coated in a layer of glass.
Is it like clear glass, or does it ever change color, or?
It depends on what sand I'm using. Right now, I've just got the clear stuff. But if I ever find some good stuff, maybe it'll be like a turquoise.
I like that. Yeah.
An old green kind of bottle.
Yeah, you glass your weapon. Are you also holding an attack?
Yes.
Okay. So the two of you poised over the hole. Gozzler, I guess, is untying himself in the corner.
We're just fishing for enemies right now with Gozzler as bait.
You both watch as it's as thick as the tunnel is, so about 2.5-3 feet thick. What seems to be a gnarly like grub bursts out. It kind of looks like a maggot, but really big, except the face of it, none of you as characters have seen this. However, we, the players, if you were to see this, it would kind of look like a cuttlefish in a way. Like, it's got like a cylindrical long body of like a maggot, and then like a squid face. It pops out. And immediately Vidro and Rahim swing down. Both of you can, I guess, make attacks with advantage. You are flanking it?
Let's go. Good, I need advantage because I'm rolling like... Yeah, I'm not going to hit this thing.
Oh, no.
Let's see.
I rolled a 5 and a 2.
That will not do it.
Okay. 23 both times, actually.
So... Yeah, I like, Rahim, you swing down, and Vidro, you're just like a second too late, and you like clang your weapon off of Rahim's weapon as he strikes down, and kind of stagger back. Rahim, deal your damage.
Alright, non-lethal.
Non
Okay.
non-lethal.
For now.
This thing does not have sentience. It's a worm.
9.
You stab down. You watch as this purplish white ichor begins to spurt out of the wound that you've created on the top of it, and it shrieks. Its little taste tendrils? I guess so. Face tendrils begin to flail about wildly in aggression. It is going to, I guess, you know what? Rahim, high or low?
High.
Nope, that's low. Vidro. It is going to turn to you, and it is going to try and bite you.
Oh.
I'd like to see him try.
First attack is a miss. The second one, however, is a 16.
That will hit.
You are able to kind of back up as it tries to get the first tendril around you, and with surprising speed, you watch as it pops out of the hole, and you now realize, now that it's out, the thing that's glowing is there seems to be like it's got like something inside of it is glowing very brightly, but it doesn't look like the creature itself is emanating a glow. It's very weird looking. However, it does latch onto you. And you take 7 points of piercing damage as it wraps its tendrils around your leg, and you feel like a sharp proboscis stab into your flesh. Gozzler, you are up next. You are still tied, so I will say that right now you have half movement.
Okay. And I'm gonna try and mosey up to this freak.
Yeah, you kind of hop, shuffle over.
And is it? Would you say that it's looking like it? How do I say this? Let me see the wording of what I'm trying to do here.
Yo.
The worming.
It's probably pretty focused on tunneling and on like proboscising Vidro, isn't it?
It is latched onto him quite well.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to do the other thing I was thinking about doing, which is going to be, I'm gonna give him a little. You know what? This seems pretty urgent. Smoke him if you got him. Can you make a intelligence saving throw for this little freak?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it ain't the smartest thing around. That is a 12.
He fails. As I twirl my little fingers, and just like little 5 purple strings come out of Gozzler's hand and go into this little worm's head as I cast Tasha's Mind Whip.
This poor little dude.
You're fucking him up.
And the fella takes 17 psychic damage.
17?
I
rolled,
my God. It's 3d6 and I rolled 665.
Got you. Yeah, it like flails and shudders as these I guess brain tendrils go into it, and it releases from your leg.
And on its next turn,
Vidro.
it will get
dead.
either. Oh, it is dead.
You have murdered it.
Let's get it open.
I look at Gozzler with a face of relief, watching over Vidro, and I reach down and I help him out of the hole, and I say, "You saved me."
It's no problem. It turns out that the minds of those running on base instinct are quite easy to pry open in times of need.
Speaking of pry open, let's fucking gut this thing.
Wow, what a dramatic reversal from non-lethal.
He's already dead. What am I gonna do about it? I
Don't hurt him. Dissection.
Speaking of prying open,
as you are discussing this and raising your daggers or whatever to gut this thing open, you hear like a And
Oh, there's more.
You look over, and
no.
a swarm of much smaller looking grubs burst from the tunnel and begin filling the room, like hundreds of these little grubs. They're probably an inch or two long each, and they begin nipping and biting and trying to crawl up you. I'm going to add them to the initiative.
You said hundreds. We can't all fit in the initiative.
It's a veritable swarm of little grubs.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could call it some kind of swarm. All right. The swarm has entered the mine palace with a not very good, but okay, it's in the same spot. So Rahim, you're up first again.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was reading the Who Is Cal interaction.
Oh, I am the the DM. I do not play. I play every character that is not them, including grubs.
In another context, that would be such a funny question in the middle of the stream.
Who is Cal?
Oh, sorry. I just rolled my initiative again. I don't need to do that. I'm attacking. No. Here we go. Oh, yes. Ooh, 21 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, I'm rolling my slashing damage. That's 8. It's lethal.
8? Okay. Yeah. You lift your weapon and swipe down into it. However, you feel like you're not really able to do as much damage as you'd like, as you are essentially trying to cut through a swarm with a knife. However, you do kill a couple of the little critters on the ground, cutting them in half. Again, this kind of these ones, you notice they just bleed like this kind of gray color. There's no purple like the big one. And they begin to ooze into the ground. Vidro, you are up next.
Do I get a sense that I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers, targeting the swarm.
They are in your space.
Oh,
so
tracks.
If you were to make a bunch of daggers happen, they would fall on all of you.
Oh, push off.
I do think you guys could take more dagger stabs than they could, but that's your own discretion.
Yeah, in that case,
I think you could do it. Come on, stab everybody.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
I'm going to use Scorching Ray.
Oh shit! Okay.
And target it at basically just the largest biomass piles I can find.
Yeah. What does it look like when you cast Scorching Ray?
I hold out my quarterstaff, and a small bubble of glass forms on top, forming almost a lens.
Okay.
And you watch as my arcane energy flows from my hands, which almost seem to be on fire, and flows into the lens as 3 rays of fire burst from it, targeting 3 separate piles.
It's like a fucking death ray. Yeah.
It's very Victor.
Yeah, you shoot these shots. Roll your 3 attacks.
All right. The first attack is.
I will say, they are within 5 feet of you, so you do have disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Oh, okay. I roll again then. All right. The first one is a 13 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. The second one is a 14 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. And the last one is a 12 total to hit.
That will also hit. They do
go.
not have great AC.
All right. Let me grab. I probably should have grabbed more dice than
burning
just
bugs.
I want burning. I'm a burninator.
A burninator.
The Burninator.
11, 15, 17, and for a total of 21 fire damage.
Yeah, you guys watch as Vidro just eliminates this swarm of grubs, just turning them into basically black powder on the floor, until you are left with the flickering torch and the glowing hum of this larger grub, and all falls silent.
I really don't like those things.
I'll bring a better weapon next time, guys. Jeez. Let's see. Can I slice into it?
Yeah.
He's still thinking about slicing into this thing.
You whip out. I don't know. What do you use to cut into it? Do you have like a dagger or something?
I have my double-bladed scimitar, and like the tip of it, I can just.
Yeah, you very awkwardly. Well, it's like a double-bladed scimitar is like a kind of like a staff with a knife on each
like
end.
But I just go,
so you kind of like cut it open.
I'm giving myself some distance. It's intelligent to do that.
Inside the creature, you find a thrumming, glowing little stone. It seems fairly almost nondescript, save for the fact that it is very brightly glowing, like so bright that if you can close it in your hand and it like glows through your hand. Like it's kind of hard to look at. Because it's like shedding so much light. It sheds 20 feet of bright light and another 20 feet of dim light in this like violet color.
I don't suppose either of you need like a 11-minute breather.
Yeah, actually, that'd be great. And also, if this is just a light, I might want it. I don't have that vision that you have. I don't know about Vidro. Vidro, can you see in the dark?
Not really.
Well, then maybe you could have it.
We could end up giving it to the camp. You know, we are supposed to find artifacts then. Yeah.
Is this an artifact, or would you describe it as, or perhaps maybe this isn't an artifact? Maybe this is just something cool that we found on an adventure, and then I start to identify it.
I think we're allowed to keep stuff, like a little bit, just, like every once in a while.
I won't say anything.
Okay. Rahim, are you purposefully being cheeky about it, or do you want me to re-explain how the relic system works with your group?
We're not allowed to keep things.
Yeah, because I will say you are like even the jumping ring would also count as like an like a relic that you have found underground. They did say that there are certain items that they may allow you to keep after they like look over them and stuff. But you gain a 20% commission for every relic that you offer them.
Yeah, no worries. I'm on the board.
Okay, but magic items, I believe we talked about it earlier. They will let you keep certain magical items as long as they don't have like real need for them, and they will let you keep certain items as payment instead of paying you for the item. But it depends on like the rarity and like what it does and everything. But yeah, you guys sit around as Gozzler begins to identify this item. 10 minutes go by and nothing happens. Nothing else comes out from the depths. It seems fairly quiet in the room. Are you guys doing anything for the 10 minutes while Gozzler kind of tinkers with this little stone?
I might, can I like, I guess I'll use the book and kind of just look around and see like where our next potential thing might be, if I can see it without going too far.
Yeah, Gozzler, could you do me a favor and read for me identify? I need to know specific.
It's a pretty okay, yeah, let me
like more specifically, not does it tell you anything about like origin of what it is? Like, for example, if it was like a dagger and you didn't know what a dagger was, would it be like, this is a dagger, the dagger does this?
This very specifically, the sentence for interpretation there is, I learn its properties and how to use it.
Okay, yeah, okay, that tracks. The properties of it is that it glows. It does not need to be like activated to use. It seems to just be glowing at all times. It does kind of like thrum a little bit. With your identify, I won't make you do an investigation for it. You kind of notice that the stone is, for lack of a better term, ribbed. Like it has like grooves and notches in it, not in any particular pattern. But as you're staring at it, you're trying to figure out why it doesn't, and then it clicks. This is not a stone, it's a fruit pit of some kind. Like feeling it, like it feels almost like the pit of like a plum or a peach. Like it's very hard, and like you probably couldn't break it with your fingers, but you think that if you like took out a knife or something, you could probably like cut and break it open. But yeah, it's not quite a stone. It seems to be almost organic in nature. Yeah, but you don't really know what it's from.
Second question: would you describe it as being under the effect of a spell?
No, it is not under the effect of a spell. It seems that it glows naturally. It is bioluminescent. It glows because it does. Not because magic is making. Well, I mean, it might be magical, but not a spell. Rahim, you look around the room as Gozzler is tinkering with this small stone, and you see that there is the pathway that you're in, like, goes off to the left further into the corridors, and down the tunnels does seem to be a door that sits ajar, seemingly where they might have gone through. The hole that you guys came across does look like fairly new. Your best interpretation is that this thing might have just been underground and might have popped up here at some point between when the others were here and when you got here. Looking down the hallway, there doesn't seem to be any noises or anything that you can make out, unless you want to try to do a check for it.
I can just wait for my team real quick.
Okay.
Guys, I've got our next heading.
All right. I'll trust you.
All right, Gozzler, you finish up with the glowing stone.
I think so.
Okay. You have a glowing stone.
It's like a glowing plant thing that probably this is nature. Nature is beautiful.
Huh. Dude,
Nature. It's glowing.
it's a rock.
I mean, rocks, I guess, in nature.
It glows on its own. That's just how this thing is. And some hungry, disgusting worm creature decided that was its snack.
I guess that makes sense. Enough.
Are you trying to say that if we planted it, it might grow more rocks?
Hypothetically, I think that might be what I'm saying. I am not sure.
Well, that's gonna definitely go in the crate.
Crate? Okay.
Or, I mean, well, you want to keep it, don't you?
Well, for now, it's a flashlight. I'm not sure how much I care about it long term.
Okay. Flashlight it is.
Okay, you guys are delving deeper?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You begin marching deeper into the tunnels. You come across another fairly small room, again, rectangular in shape. This time it's rectangular north to south instead of east to west. And there are 3 doors in this room. One of them stands open and seems to have like been on fire at some point. There is a smattering of glass around the burned door, and there does seem to it seems to be rather fresh. There's still warmth kind of coming off of the door. On the southern side, there is Rahim. Sorry, I said there are 3 doors. There are 2 doors. Rahim, you see a glowing outline to the south of the room, indicating that there does seem to be a little secret of an unopened doorway in this room. You can kind of see an outline of like what would be a door, and it doesn't look like there's like a particular like rock or anything to activate it. It just like is the outline of a door, like into the face of the wall.
All right, so there's a door that way.
Yeah, there's a burned door. There's the outline of a door, and then there is one more closed door to your right.
Yes. So do we want to check out the normal doors first, and then if you guys can't see it, but it's that south door shaped secret.
A secret?
Yeah.
I would see if the secret leads deeper, and then if the secret does not lead deeper, then we go into the normal door.
Okay,
I agree.
sounds good. I start, I guess, feeling the wall. Although they could also do that instead.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna feel around the door. Like I know it's not. I know it's just like. I know it's not very interactable, but I'm gonna try to feel around it. Investigation.
You actually don't have to roll. As you place your hands on the outline, you feel like almost like a prick of the finger, and the door. It just like you hear like a click, and the wall swings out on hinges. You look at your hand, and there is a very small like little blood welling portion on the tip of your finger where it seems that kind of like looking where you place your hand, there does seem to be like the stone of the room is kind of porous and pockmarked, and it seems that out of one of these like a small like needle like pricked you.
Oh, hey, why the fuck did it just take some of my blood? That is not good.
Watch out for bloodborne illness.
I guess I wrap it in a little. I guess I don't have anything. I just kind of stuck on it for a little bit, I guess.
Okay.
And I could go in first. I enter.
You did say you wanted to check out the other doors first, and then went to the secret door. Is that the Are you going secret door full on in, or? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to make sure. So yeah, you look into the room, and it is a set of stairs leading down deeper into the darkness. The stairs are cut out of the natural stone formation, and unlike the rest of this complex, which seems very, very almost perfectly carved from the stone, this almost looks like a natural tunnel where steps were carved in to make it easier to get up and down.
Okay. Purposeful room.
Okay. I think based off of the fact that there is clearly more building to be found here. We should check out that closed door and then
just real quick. Yeah.
Then spelunk.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah, it's a standing iron door. It's very rusted, and does not seem to have any sort of filigree or ostentatiousness to it. I don't know what else you'd call it. I was trying to think of the word. I think filigree is what I'm thinking of when you put like designs into the metal. It's very plain. It's a very plain metal door.
Okay. I don't think we have to worry about. Should we worry about traps? Should we check it for traps? Like, how?
I can have the glove open it.
Go for it.
Yeah, I have my little I have my little glove, carefree to anything in the world, go into the danger of opening the door.
You have the mage hand open the door, and you hear a click, and you kind of flinch, as if something's about to like happen. But the door swings open, and you see that there is a smashed, like what looks to be maybe an old like crossbow or something that had been set into the back of the room, and has been just destroyed by someone, just clobbered into pieces. And so whatever was going to trigger has been already taken care of.
Okay.
All right.
Good. Okay. What do we see upon entrance?
Looking to the left, it looks like this is some sort of maybe a walk-in closet. I know. The door immediately opens, there's the trap in front of you, and then to the left is just a small alcove. There is a chest that lies open, and its contents seem to have been plundered.
What else is in the room, did you say, besides the chest?
A trap that was already broken, so it didn't go off.
Do you think, did we find out how that guy passed away?
He was killed by one of the squidlings.
Oh, thank God. I thought that might be...
all of them had various, wounds and stuff, though. I don't think it would be out of the realm of normal for one of them to have maybe taken a bolt shot and just
Yeah.
walked it off.
Yeah. Just fucking chilled about it.
Just an average Wednesday for these folks.
So true. All right. I'm guessing you wanna look into that chest, Gozzler.
Well, it looks pretty clean, but I'd take a peek.
Either way, this is I'm honestly just I'm a secret door kind of guy. I don't need any more treasures.
I'll do my diligence and look through the chest before we head downstairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
roll investigation.
Hank, yes.
Let's go.
Only an 11.
God
11.
damn it.
Looking over the chest, you don't find like any secret compartments or anything that you can detect. However, looking over the chest, it does have what looks to be like some gold inlaid into the actual wood. And kind of looking it over, you could probably fetch some gold for the actual chest itself. It's not huge. It's definitely, you could probably fit it in your backpack. It's like maybe a 2 foot wide chest.
Let's put the chest in the crate.
Let's put the chest in the crate.
So
Chest in
when
the
you guys are
crate.
saying crate, are you dragging the crate? Because the crate's like
I know. I
pretty
kind of
big.
left it in like the central room.
Okay, I
in my
thought
bag.
that's what it was. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that you weren't like just.
We're just walking that thing like a dog. We still got the rope tied to it.
Yeah.
He's like, be careful with it. I'm like, yeah.
You use it as a weapon, just like flailing it around. You acquire one chest.
Okay.
All right. You have a open door that seems to have been burned through, and a secret door.
Do you guys want to
Secret
check out the
staircase?
burn?
We can check out the burn door.
Okay.
I would feel bad if there was something really important in there.
Like a gun.
Like
Whatever
a
that
gun. Yeah. Never heard of it.
You look into the open room, and it seems like your first guess is this is probably where they got most of their relics from. The room here is in tatters.
I have to go real quick. Obi's cat throwing up.
Oh no!
I have to take a quick walk downstairs briefly.
Oh, okay. We'll take a very, very short break, I guess.
Hey.
How you doing,
And then
Brock?
it was you and me and you. We got the whole stream
Willing
to ourselves.
So, Brock, what kind of characters do you want to make on Elden Ring?
Bro, I don't know. What are you thinking? Like,
So-
I was leaning towards magic, but I'm not really sure because
If
I've
you
never
wanted-
really played Souls likes before.
If you want, magic is definitely going to give you like an edge. I was thinking of either playing like either a tank or like a quick guy. I'm not 100% sure yet on what build I want to go with. But if you want to go magic, maybe I could go like a faith build or something.
Ooh, we're
Yeah.
both magic boys.
We could do a couple magic boys. I've never really done faith build.
I've never really done any build.
Yeah, you haven't played it yet. I don't know. I will be honest. I don't know how much energy I have today. I want to say like, yeah, I'm so down. Let's play it tonight. But I always forget how much D&D takes out of me. And it's also very
Yeah,
hot
that's
in this
perfectly
room.
fair, honestly. Like, if you're not feeling up to it, we can Elden Ring at
Yeah, maybe
at a point.
Yeah, maybe we'll roll up some characters like tomorrow or something. I don't really know what your schedule. Oh no, you have D&D tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find time. We'll find time for it. But yeah, I think it would be very fun. And the beginning of Elden Ring is actually like fairly quick.
You think that
Because-
will be too loud?
I can't hear it.
Okay, good. I just
Yeah,
like I think Obi's like getting too hot.
Our cats have been like thrown up today, which is sometimes a sign of like overheating.
Yeah.
So we're trying to keep the ACs going to keep them cool, but they don't like to be in the room, so they'll leave the room and get like overheated in the rest of the house, and then come in the room and throw up and be like, "Put the AC on!"
Yeah.
Just very cool of him.
Poor kittens.
Yeah.
Oh, my sweet boy. I know
You
he
got
wouldn't
to-
do it. Irritating.
Yeah.
Get a little tub and just fill it with ice and be like, look, ice tub.
All right. So, looking down this corridor, the steps, or no, sorry, not the steps. This room is in tatters. It looks like maybe the main fight that they had was in here. There is blood of both orc and squidling along the floor and walls. There are several like broken bolts in this room, and even like maybe like a broken dagger on the floor that kind of lies still in pieces. The wall has what seem to be like old cloth, like maybe drapes or a tapestry that has long since just kind of torn into string over time. There are several broken pots in this room, where maybe this is where they got the pots that they had. There is a desk that has been like rifled through. All of the drawers are open, and there is a what appears to be like just a old corpse like off in the corner of the room in an old dilapidated bed.
Uh-oh. Corpse.
Well, this is the dirty part of being an archaeologist, I suppose. Cracks knuckles.
Oh God.
I'd like to check the desk for secret compartments, and then I would also like to check out the bed to see if there's anything in there, and also the man.
Check out the bed.
Gotta check it. All right,
You
roll
gotta
investigation.
All right, do you want separate investigation rolls or a shared one?
Yeah, you can do separate.
All right, for the desk, it's gonna be a 13.
13. Desk doesn't appear to have anything hidden in it. Seems fairly nondescript as far as desks go. However, it is completely empty.
Okay.
Like they yeah.
Gotcha. Corpse is 21.
The corpse does not seem to have anything on it, and the bed, rifling through it, does not seem to have any hidden diaries or anything. The corpse does have several things of note that you kind of catch. Is that one, the corpse is wrapped in very old linens. Like, this person maybe died in this bed, you don't know, but they were laid here post-death, or wrapped and then laid here post-death. There is a large hole in the front of the forehead of the skeleton, where it seems that something may have broke through the cavity. However, everything that this corpse had has long since been picked clean.
God damn it. Well,
with a 21, you can kind of tell it may be too fragile for you to move. Like, as you kind of investigate it, like a part of it like chips off at like a light touch.
Oh, well, the orcs did a good job on this one. And I would like to give them a thumbs up when I see them next.
well, that's good. I feel like you were a little harsh on them, but I get it. I know you're an expert. I know you got a lot of traveled knowledge.
It's purely professional.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's go down there. Let's do it. I would like to know.
All right. You begin descending the stairs.
I got my torch.
A minute goes by. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. And you're still descending the stairs. They are fairly steep and winding, taking random sharp lefts and rights, circling into themselves as you go down and down. You're holding the book and you can't see any secret doors or anything. There are no doors leading anywhere. It is just almost this one tunnel going down, winding further and further. Half an hour goes by and you are still descending. What do you want to do?
Listen, guys, I will 100% turn around if you guys are uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable. Can I? This is a weird question. Could I like make like an Arcana check to like see if I'm secretly on like a treadmill in like some like squid lair?
Yeah.
Squid lair.
Yeah, the squid treadmill to keep them all fit.
The squid mill.
That's Gozzler's biggest fear. I did get an 18.
18. As far as you can tell, Gozzler, you are not on the patented squid mill. These are real stairs descending into real darkness.
I mean, it's part of the same structure, and if they have this deep of a basement, I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm extremely curious. Vidro, are you okay with going on?
Yeah, we should be all right, but if we see a lot of danger down here, we should definitely go get those orders.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Look at me. I got my weapon. You know, I can do it. You see me do it. You know
I'm
that.
not nervous at all.
I'm not nervous either.
You continue descending?
Yes.
All right. You continue to descend. Another 5 minutes goes by. Can everyone make me a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah. Can you imagine walking for half an hour down a staircase and then like taking like 45 minutes it would take it to go back up?
That is tough, actually.
You've been walking half an hour on the staircase. Make a dex
Whoa!
save if you fall off.
Well, I got a Windows snip tool this.
Oh my god.
Oh, what?
There's nothing super important. I just got 20.
Oh, very
Hey!
nice, very nice. Brock?
Snip tool activated.
I got it 7.
Okay,
God damn
and
it.
Rahim.
Yeah.
Well,
12. Okay. So Gozzler, you're the only one to see it coming. You hear a kind of like a twite thwing, and you look and see that a small string set across the stairs has been tripped over, and you see that there is like next to it, there seems to be like a very small little arcane symbol, and as it goes off, like a little ball of fire, not fireball the spell, but like a ball of fire erupts into the chamber. Gozzler, you lay down on the stairs. You do take some damage. You'll still take half, but you take the least amount of burns as Rahim and Vidro are just enveloped in flame.
no!
Be careful!
You guys take.
I hate being in flame.
You
3 billion and 12.
No. 7 points of fire damage.
Oh my god.
As you are enveloped in these swirling flames that erupt into the room. Gozzler, you take 3. You all stand there like smoking and singed.
I'm kind of used to this, actually.
Why a booby trap? The stairs are the booby trap. That seems like this gratuitous.
Guys, I think we come back to down here later. I'm not feeling too hot.
I'm committed. Sunk cost.
If as long as we keep the door sealed, like none of the other exploration teams will find this place. We can come back after a good night's rest.
This is our last chance to ever look in this basement.
How about this? Let's meet in the middle, and if we don't see anything in the next 10 minutes, we'll turn around.
I am prepared to live in this basement.
I pat an ember that's smoldering on my cloak. I think I've seen enough down here.
I'm so curious, but I understand.
We see one more thing.
Okay.
And then we'll go.
But you stand behind me, all right? I'll take it, okay?
All right.
All right. You descend further?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Just for 10 more minutes.
Okay. 9 minutes and 59 seconds. No. You descend the steps for about another 5 minutes, and you finally land on solid floor that is not descending.
Yes.
Sitting in front of you is a large archway that stands about 10 feet, and inside there is a thrumming blue glow. It's not super bright, and as your eyes kind of peer, the light from your little orb is like too bright to fully be able to like kind of see into the next room. Like if you had a flashlight on next to you and the room in front of you had like one candle, you know what I mean?
Intriguing. Okay.
So there's a room in front of you, but you can't quite see into it.
If I Can I check the ground for any other strings real quick?
Yeah. Do a little trap check.
I will help.
Thank you so much. All right, let's see.
I'm not getting anywhere near any potential traps. You guys handle this.
All right, 14, unfortunate life.
Not doing so hot.
Yeah, don't worry, we got you. 14.
14. The archway seems to have arcane runes etched into it. And there is a small raised stone in the very center of the floor of the archway that, if stepped on, might activate those runes. You're uncertain.
I have 2 ideas.
Okay.
One, we send Arson.
Okay, yeah,
If
all
he explodes for the cause.
He comes back, right? I mean...
Yeah, conceptually, he's a malevolent entity that will always be at my beck and call.
Staring at you, like just daggers.
It's better than non-existence, Arson, and I think we both agree about that. Now, option 2 is I could throw the little glow ball and see if anything is there.
I'm a rather big fan of the little glow ball. I'm not so much of a fan of that thing.
Well, wouldn't you want to send him in if you're not a fan of him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We keep the glow ball.
Okay. Yeah, if Arson will do it, I think maybe a living, moving thing. Maybe he could hold the little thing in his little talon. Consider.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll put the glow ball in Arson's mouth, and I'm gonna have him fly around the room.
Thank you, Arson.
Arson nods to you, Rahim, and like purposefully looks away from Gozzler in disgust as it flits off through the portal, the archway. It does not explode, and as it enters the room, the room begins to be bathed in the light of this sort of pit. And you see a large circular natural cavern, not quite perfect. It has stalactites dripping on the ceiling, and stalagmites below. And then you realize you don't think that those are stalactites and stalagmites. They are what appear to be like groups of these small larval-esque worms, like clinging and crawling over each other in mounds that end in like almost like a tip. And they are all over this room. In the center of the room, there is a bubbling, broiling sort of pool of water that is very gently emanating that blue light. And it seems that there are mushrooms growing all throughout this room that are also emanating that blue light. As Arson flies around the room, you begin to see the like quote unquote stalactites of worms begin to like slop into themselves and like spread out over the cavern walls, almost like they are getting away from the light that Arson is flying around the room. And as Arson like moves away from them, they kind of start to drip back down into these formations. And then as he circles them again, they go back up. They don't seem to notice you. They are not actively coming out of the room to come get you. However, there are quite like thousands of these worms in this room.
Oh.
Arson, be a deer and land on the pressure plate now.
Arson kind of stops in the middle of the air flapping and kind of stares down like it's trying to tell what you just said, and it kind of waits for you to repeat yourself.
Pressure plate down.
Gozzler,
Arson,
I've never seen you be this brutal.
Arson comes down, eyeing you, making direct eye contact with you the whole time, and then just tucks his wings in and falls onto the stone, and then kind of tries to roll but can't get out of it. And well, actually, I don't know. Roll Dex for Arson.
Okay. Oh, he's good at that.
God.
Hawk.
But is he good at forgetting? Is he good at forgetting that we keep putting him in life or death situations?
Is it a? Okay.
No,
so
he
that's a-
remembers.
That's a +3.
He'll
He's an
never
evil
forget.
villain. All right.
And Arson never forgets.
And Arson never forgets.
That's gonna be a 9.
A 9.
Wait, no, a 6.
A 6 is not gonna do it. Arson is immediately engulfed in a wall of fire and takes 11 points of fire damage.
He has
Yeesh.
1 hit point.
Arson has no feathers, like, at all left. Like, looks like a cooked chicken. Like, rolls out and stands on 2 legs defiantly and looks up at you, Gozzler, and just, like, squints his eyes.
Well, you know. Oh no, he had 1 hit point. He is removed from this world.
He
God damn it.
he squints at you and then falls over and disappears.
Well, I'll see you again in like a couple hours, buddy. Good job.
Can you make a new one that won't resent us, or is it?
I could, but I think that he does the job.
But I'm worried that he's gonna like kill us in our sleep or something.
He can't. He's if I tell him not to, it compels him.
He can't.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
What the
You
tortured
now,
existence.
as you're talking, you see that in the room, all of the stalactites and stalagmites have disappeared, and you look in and you hear like almost a rumbling sound, and you look over and a veritable tidal wave of worms are beginning to like rush towards your location at a surprising speed. Earlier, they were moving almost lackadaisically until in the light. Now they are marathon sprinting towards you as fast as a grub can do that. They begin to like form into groups as they move almost as a single unit, piling over each other. If you've ever seen World War Z, when the zombies are like spilling over each other, it kind of looks like that, but worms. And they are very quickly encroaching on your position. And as they close in on the archway, we are going to end today's session.
Alright, listen, Vidro, I'm gonna immediately grab your shoulders and start you on the stairs, alright?
Yeah. I was just thinking like, oh man, we're gonna have to fight these things, and then I was like, I am not in a condition to fight these things.
The worst part is that fire is gonna be a really effective way to fight them.
Mm.
So you're gonna have to be like, oh, don't hurt me!
Raheem is pulling a come on old man Vidro up the stairs.
Fire's gonna be effective. I only have 1 spell slot. I only get 2 spell slots at level 3.
We've survived war sides, alright?
I have a 1 damaging spell that's not psychic damage.
What spell is that?
Ice knife.
I love the concept of Gozzler just flipping out a dagger and throwing it at someone. Just like, I'm out of options! Yeah!
Oh my god.
Oh god. Anything you want to comments, questions, or concerns?
I have
before we end?
a comment.
Yes.
Obi is nice and chilled down now. He's sitting in front of the AC. He's very combative.
He never sits in front of the AC. That's super.
He's very
he must be
irritated.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he is upset about being hot, but he is cooling down and he's doing better.
I'm very glad.
And I'm gonna
Brock,
make him drink
Joseph,
some water.
Do you guys have cat updates for me? I know, Brock, do you have a cat yet?
I
Come on,
can't get cats.
bro.
Sam's allergic to cats.
Sam doesn't live with you,
God
therefore you
damn
could
it.
get a cat.
She will eventually, and what am I
One
gonna do with
day.
the cat? when
Don't
I'm
get a cat
allergic?
that you're gonna give
Benadryl.
away in 2 years.
Benadryl.
I'm allergic to cats, and I eat a Claritin every single day, and it doesn't bother
Claritin.
me at all.
This guy's the best. He takes a pill. You can't take a pill every day, Brock.
Yeah,
I
I
Brock.
need to
Loser?
make Sam take a pill every day.
Oh.
Sam can't take a pill every day?
Sam can take a pill every day.
Yeah,
Make
come
sure
on.
he does. All right.
If I can do it for my
Everybody does
anxiety, then she can do it for cats.
That's what
I,
I'm saying.
I know she wants to get a dog one day too, and I'm like, then I have to I have to train my dog to not hate cats. I have to train
No,
my
you
cat
get
to not hate dogs.
you get the cat and the dog at the same time.
Yeah,
and the
you
cat
get them
will
both
naturally
young.
be like the dom.
Yeah.
They're friends.
The what? What?
Don't say that.
Rip Raider and Bella. So sorry, Holly. F. Yeah, Rip
F.
Snaggle. Rip Snaggle.
Oh my
Rest in
god,
peace.
don't talk about Smaggle right now.
So sorry.
Oh.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for playing more Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition online with me.
It's a pleasure.
It was a
It's
pleasure.
been real. It's been dungeon.
It's been
It's
done.
true. I will see you guys next week for more Dungeons and Dragons.
Art,
See you
yeah,
later
see
next
y'all
Wednesday.
then.
Goodbye, my sweet friends.
Skippy. Depot.
Bye.
All right, listen up, you chuckleheads. I'm done.